You know that extra day we get every 4 years? February 29th? Well, what if I told you that this mathematical necessity we call leap year has its roots in one of the most extraordinary miracles recorded in human history? Stick around, because we're about to explore how Joshua's impossible command to stop the sun created the cosmic adjustment we still live with today. Let's start with the story that changed everything. Picture this. It's around 1400 BC, and Joshua, Moses' successor, is leading the Israelites in what would become one of the most crucial battles in ancient history. The enemy coalition is massive, threatening to overwhelm God's people completely. But here's where it gets absolutely incredible. Joshua, in the heat of battle, does something that would make any physicist today scratch their head in wonder. He looks up at the sky and commands, not asks, commands, the sun to stand still over Gibeon and the moon over the valley of Ajalon. And you know what happened? The Bible tells us in Joshua chapter 10 that the sun literally stopped in the middle of the sky. For an entire day, roughly 24 hours, the sun didn't set. The earth's rotation ceased, giving Joshua's army the extended daylight they needed to achieve complete victory. Now, before you roll your eyes and click away, hear me out. Let's think about this from a scientific perspective. What happens when you suddenly stop a spinning object and then start it again? The Earth rotates approximately 1,040 miles per hour at the equator. If that rotation suddenly stopped for 24 hours and then resumed, we're talking about a loss of exactly one full rotation cycle. That's 24 hours of rotational time that just disappeared from our cosmic calendar. But here's the fascinating part. The Earth still had to maintain its orbital relationship with the Sun. The planet continued its journey around the Sun even while its rotation paused. This created what scientists would call a temporal displacement. Essentially, we lost a day in the rotation cycle while maintaining our position in the orbital cycle. And that, my friends, is why we need leap year. Think about it logically. Our calendar year is based on the Earth's orbit around the Sun, 365.25 days. But what if that original calculation was actually perfect? What if, before Joshua's miracle, we had exactly 365 days in a year with no need for adjustment? The extra quarter day we accumulate each year, the reason we add February 29th every 4 years, could very well be the cosmic echo of that missing rotation from Joshua's long day. We're literally still adjusting for the day that time stood still. You know what blows my mind about this? Every single leap year, every February 29th, we're experiencing a reminder of one of the most powerful demonstrations of faith and divine intervention in recorded history. Every 4 years, our calendars are essentially saying, remember when God stopped time itself? But let's dig deeper, because this isn't just about calendars and mathematics. Think about the implications of what Joshua did. He wasn't just a military commander making strategic decisions. He was a man so aligned with divine purpose that he could literally command celestial bodies to cooperate with God's plan. The audacity of it! Can you imagine the faith required to look at the sun, this massive ball of nuclear fusion 93 million miles away, and tell it to halt its apparent movement across the sky? Joshua wasn't asking for a slight advantage or better weather. He was requesting that the fundamental laws of physics bend to accommodate God's will. And here's what really gets me fired up. This wasn't just for show. This wasn't some cosmic flex. This miracle served a specific purpose, protecting God's people and establishing justice. The extended day allowed the Israelites to completely defeat their enemies and secure the promised land. So what does this mean for us today? Well, every time February 29th rolls around, instead of just seeing it as a quirky calendar adjustment, we can see it as a monument to the power of faith and the reality that God can interrupt natural law when His purposes require it. Think about the battles you're fighting right now. Maybe you're facing impossible odds in your career, your relationships, or your personal struggles. Maybe you feel like time is running out, like the sun is setting on your opportunities. Joshua's story reminds us that when we're aligned with divine purpose, even time itself can be our ally. The same God who stopped the sun for Joshua is available to work miracles in your situation too. But here's the key. Joshua didn't command the sun to stop out of personal ambition or convenience. He did it because he was fighting for something bigger than himself. He was protecting his people and advancing God's kingdom. So as we wrap up, I want you to consider this. What would you dare to ask for if you truly believed that the God who stopped the sun was on your side? What impossible thing would you command to happen if you had Joshua's level of faith? Every leap year, every February 29th, is a reminder that we serve a God who can stop time, alter physics, and rearrange the cosmos to accomplish his purposes. That same power is available to you today. The next time you mark a leap year on your calendar, remember Joshua. Remember that faith can literally move mountains, and apparently, it can stop the sun too. What do you think about this connection between Joshua's miracle and our modern leap year? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this video opens your eyes to something new, smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing connections between ancient wisdom and modern life.